After securing the McDonald's franchise rights, Ray Kroc began searching for investors, but banks and potential backers turned a blind eye to his proposals, rejecting him one after another. Left with no other choice, Kroc decided to take a gamble. Without his wife's knowledge, he secretly mortgaged their home. Armed with the money, Kroc started scouting for locations to begin construction. However, before the restaurant could even be built, the McDonald brothers voiced their objections. They disagreed with Kroc's plans to include a basement and additional grills in the restaurant. Even the sponsorship deal Kroc had negotiated with Coca-Cola was rejected by the McDonald brothers, claiming it didn't align with their business philosophy. Despite the numerous disagreements, the restaurant opened as scheduled, and on the very first day, business was exceptionally booming. Seizing the momentum, Kroc wanted to replicate the success by opening more branches. He began seeking out various partners, starting with wealthy individuals. These affluent people were generous, and new restaurants quickly started popping up. However, due to their immense wealth, these partners proved difficult to manage, often deviating from the standardized procedures. Instead of adding just 2 pickles to the burgers as instructed, they would add 3 lettuce leaves and overcooked or undercooked patties. Furious, Kroc threw the burger at the wealthy partner and stormed out. Immediately, Kroc changed his strategy. He specifically sought out hardworking, diligent couples who were desperate to change their living conditions and eager to invest. Once the contracts were signed, construction commenced without delay. The husband oversaw every step of the kitchen operations, while the wife cleaned up trash in the front and handed out candies to waiting children. The couple looked out for each other, working as a true team. Witnessing this, Kroc felt greatly reassured. He began attending community gatherings and delivering speeches across the country, rallying hardworking and ambitious individuals to join the McDonald's family. More and more people came on board, and new restaurants continued to open. Kroc himself became a successful entrepreneur, warmly welcomed wherever he went. Some even approached him directly, eager to franchise with McDonald's. During this time, Kroc also met the woman who would later become his second wife. As the number of franchised restaurants grew, Kroc should have been making a substantial amount of money. However, strangely enough, he didn't earn a single penny and was instead drowning in debt due to the rapid expansion. The problem lay in the contract he had signed with the McDonald brothers, which stipulated that Kroc would only receive a 1.4% share of the profits. Kroc called the McDonald brothers, demanding to renegotiate the contract. The 1.4% share was nowhere near enough to cover his monthly operating expenses, let alone expand into more branches. He was essentially working for the brothers without any real benefit. However, the brothers mercilessly rejected his request. To make matters worse, the bank's collection calls started reaching his home, and his wife confronted him about secretly mortgaging their house. Desperate, Kroc returned to the bank to seek a loan, but his application was promptly denied. However, fortune favors those who persevere. At that moment, a young man approached Kroc, and this individual would completely transform the fate of McDonald's.